Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways to have more energy, right? 3 ways to have more energy. So before I discuss the 3 things, I want to talk about why we don't have enough, why we're so tired, why we're so lacking zest and motivation and drive, right? And energy. So basically, guys, we find ourselves in a situation in current society where we are completely overworked, right? We're overworked. That's the main thing. And then on top of that, we do not get enough sleep. We do not take time for ourselves, right? We're stressed about the future. Are we gonna have enough money to pay our bills? Are we gonna find a wife? Are we gonna find a husband? What do our friends think about us, right? So we're caught up in such a social dilemma. We're caught up in our work. We're caught up in our own, our own problems, and we never take the time to just step outside the box and take time for ourselves. And so in turn, as a coping mechanism, what we do is we find like band-aid solutions for us not being able to live a good life, have energy, and do what we want. And so basically these things that we do are they give us like energy and gratification in the short term, but in the long term the problem isn't fixed. So basically we're suppressing our symptoms with alcohol, with coffee, with food, right? And these things are great, to have once in a while, right? But our society has become so attached to them. People become so attached to them, they can't live without them because that's the only thing they know, and they're not educated on health principles and how to be truly happy, healthy, have energy, and do all the things that we want to do, right? So today we're going to talk about 3 things that you can't consume, you can't eat, you can't buy. They're not fancy, they're not tasty, they're not immediate, but they work, and they work in the long term, and they are very important. So the first thing you want to do to have more energy is get sunshine. Guys, sunshine is so goddamn important. It's great for vitamin D, of course, right? And vitamin D, if you're a man, it increases your testosterone. When you have more testosterone, you have more drive, you have more energy, your mood's better, right? It's good for your bones, it's good for your muscles, right? The sun also improves or inhibits serotonin production, which makes your mood stable, right? You ever just like in a mood, and then 1 second you're happy, 1 second you're sad, 1 second you're depressed, agonized, right? Well, serotonin, what that does is it just stabilizes your mood. So you're not really ecstatic, but you're not ecstatic, you're not super down, you're kind of in the middle, you're nice and chill, right? That's what serotonin does. So sunshine is very important. We do not get enough sunshine because we get up at 6 a.m. we work till 4 or 5, and it gets dark out, and then we do that every day. We miss our whole lives, we're missing the sun. So get sunshine. I know it can be tough for you guys, but like if you live in a country where it's cold, or you live in a state where it's cold, try to move, right? Set the intention that, in 3 to 5 years, I'm gonna move. In 10 years, I'm gonna move, right? Realize the value of living in a tropical area. Like I moved to Florida. I love it here. It's incredible. I love the sun. I am never going back. Yeah, so it's very important. It's very important to get sun. Number 2 is sleep. Guys, sleep, like the people that struggle the most and are weak, depressed, and lack energy are the people that don't sleep, right? So it's very simple, right? Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, right? You guys know, and I know that, when you wake up and you're like, I slept for 8 hours, you feel good, man. You wake up, early in the morning, you're feeling good. You have energy, you want to go do things, right? You're happier, you're nicer to people, kinder to people. and you're overall just in a better state of manifest. If you want to manifest things, you're just better, right? You're in a higher state. So sleep is very important. I don't know what the average person gets, but like these people at my work, you know, they work 2 jobs, and you know, I talk to them, and they just none of them get enough sleep. They all get like 3 hours of sleep, and it's tough. I sympathize with them because I realize that they're in a tough situation. But guys, we got to find time to get rest, right? That's very important. That's very undervalued in today's society. No one talks about it. No one values it. So sleep is very important, right? Now, number three is grounding. The practice of grounding, guys, right? So, like, grounding is very, very difficult if you live in a northern state, right? You can do it. I did it last year I did it basically the whole winter. I was a psycho. I got called the psycho by my neighbor because I was out in, I think it was like January or February, and there was snow on the ground, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get outside. I gotta ground. I gotta get this electromagnetic frequencies. I gotta get these electromagnetic frequencies out of my system. So I think it was like, I don't know, it was like 20 degrees or something one day or whatever. And I was sitting out there, and my neighbor just shouted at me like, yo, you're crazy. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, man, I don't care if it's 20 degrees. Like, I gotta get my sun. I gotta ground. And, you know, sometimes you got to do extreme things to maintain your happiness, your freedom, and your sanity, right? So what grounding does is it basically reduces inflammation, reduces stress, right? So your cortisol goes down, the inflammation in your body goes down. And another thing is that it drains all the electrical discharge. It discharges all the EMFs from your body. So we accumulate a lot of EMFs from being inside, from being around microwaves, being around the oven, being around our phone, our computers, our TVs, our gaming consoles, right? So when we're inside all day, we just, right, just the way society is, right? We accumulate these EMFs, and they increase cortisol. They make us more stressed, right? Over time, right? If you're grounding, you know, every day, you're not gonna really feel the effects of the EMFs, but they definitely affect you. And I don't know the science behind them because you can't really see an EMF, but I just know basically, like, just on my own, that being inside and around technology, I just feel like I don't feel as energetic. I don't feel as stable. But the second I step outside, I notice a difference right away. So definitely practice grounding. I think you start to feel the effects around 20 to 30 minutes. So if you can get out there for like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, that's good enough, right? I know a lot of us are busy. We have things we got to do. But if we can find the time to do it, right? We got to do it. So make it happen. Implement these 3 things, and let me know how it goes. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. If you have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.